Our Danielle?
He loves Danielle.
Oh.
He loves Danielle.
Yeah, Brandon.
Ladies and germs, welcome to another rousing rendition of America's most dangerous game show, where we pit quarantine couples against each other by asking embarrassing questions to see how much they know about each other's quirks, nuances, and bad habits, and hope they don't get butthurt and strangle each other in the process. It's the Newlywed Game 20.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Guy Chester, your announcer, and now it's time to bring out a man, the master baiter of ceremonies, the Ayatollah of rock and roll, the chap of rap, the cop of pop, the ED of EDM, the man with the plan in the back of a van with the mic in his hand, Mr. Elvis Duran!
Yeah!
Oh, thank you so much, Guy Chester. With an intro like that, we've got to pay off with an interesting game. Well, welcome to the game where it could end it all in these relationships. These relationships are on the line as we play the Newlywed Game. We have two couples today. One couple, nowhere near newlywed. They've been married for how many years, Froggy, you and Lisa?
8, going on 8. No, just over 18.
Okay, so this is no newlywed couple here.
No.
So some would say, oh, maybe they know too much of each other. It's too easy of a get for them to win. But then we go to couple number 2, Gandhi and Brandon, who aren't even married. They've only known each other a year. This is two different worlds. Hey, Brandon, thanks for playing along today.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing really well. And thanks for taking care of our Gandhi. In the first round, so now that we welcome you to the room, you have to leave. Brandon and Lisa, you have to leave the room. So,
Bye, babe.
Skedaddle.
Don't listen. Don't cheat. Don't listen.
Yeah, don't listen in.
Don't cheat.
He's not going to listen. He's barely awake.
I know.
I'm going to struggle.
All right, here we go. Well, welcome to the show, Froggy and Gandhi. I'm so happy that you're here and that you have the balls to be able to put your life on the line like this in your relationships, because you're stuck with each other no matter how much you hate or love each other.
Yep.
Let's start with you, Gandhi.
Yes.
What about Brandon's answer? How will Brandon answer this? Where is the most unusual place you two have made whoopee? The most unusual place. Please don't say in the butt ball.
I wasn't going to say that.
Okay.
Unusual?
Shut up, Danielle. The most unusual place that you've made whoopee.
I hate to admit this, but I feel like we haven't really ventured out to do anything that crazy yet. So we're just like bedroom and home people. Oh, no, maybe kitchen. Does that count?
Okay, the kitchen. The kitchen?
Okay.
All right. You made whoopee in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, Froggy, how will Lisa answer this? The most unusual place you two have made whoopee. I know
bush.
of a few.
In the bushes at Atlantis.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I remember that.
Yep.
We were all there, and you were
Yeah.
doing Lisa in the bushes.
I
You know
did.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
All
Look how
right.
happy he looks about it, too.
Okay, here's an interesting split of questions. You'll each get an individual question on this next round. Froggy only. Froggy, what is the one thing that Lisa thinks she's really good at that you don't think she's good at all?
Oh, by far, dancing. She's the worst dancer, but she thinks she's good.
That's terrible.
I've danced with Lisa. She was okay. We were all drunk.
Right.
All right, so let's split this question. A different one for Gandhi. For Gandhi, what is your least favorite tattoo of Brandon's? Which of Brandon's tattoos is your least favorite?
There are a couple that I would like to get rid of.
Well,
I would
you
say-
want to answer how he'll answer.
Oh, what will he say is his? Oh, what does he think is my favorite? My least favorite? Probably the one on his arm that he had no idea what it meant until I figured it out, just because I feel like it's frivolous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a whole tattoo without even knowing what it was. You're like, well,
And
not a
no.
lot of thought went into that. All right, let's continue to our third question. We'll stay with you, Gandhi. What does Brandon think is the most annoying thing that you do?
Oh, there's probably so many. He probably gets annoyed at how I act in the car when he's driving. Like, he drives like a crazy person, and then I get really irritated, and then I will be like, you're driving like a crazy person. Can you not text and do math equations, please?
Okay, so that's the most annoying thing you do in Brandon's eyes.
Maybe.
All right.
There could be more.
Well, I'm sure there's a list growing every day. All right, Froggy, what does Lisa think is the most annoying thing that you do? And keep in mind, we only have a 4-hour show.
There's so many. However, I'm going to narrow it down to 2.
Then we need 1.
Well, burping and farting.
Burping and
really
farting?
Kind of
Okay, gas.
Yeah, they're one and the same.
Gas, okay.
Yeah, gas.
All right, and finally, Gandhi, of all the people Brandon has slept with, would you say that you are one of the 2 best, one of the 5 best, or one of his 10 favorites?
I better be the one favorite. One favorite. I will say top 2. Yes, I better be the one favorite. And if he says anything else, I'm going to punch him.
Okay. All right. What about you, Frog? Are you in the top 2, the top 5, or in the top 10 of Lisa's favorite people doing it with?
I'm going to go with top 2 and also the biggest.
Oh, get out of here.
Do we need to hear that?
If she said that, she lied to you, Froggy.
Do we need to hear that? I mean, they've sent me pictures. It's not, it's nothing to sneeze at, but still. All right. So what do we do now? Do we bring them in?
Bring them back, right?
Bring them in.
All right. Okay, bring back Lisa and Brandon.
You gotta come back.
Please,
Let's see how they answer these. And the biggest.
Like that's what she's going to say. She's never going to say that.
All right.
No, she is. Here's home.
Here's the one and only Lisa is back in the studio, and there's Brandon. So where'd you go, Brandon? What did you do to make sure you couldn't hear her answers?
Man, I have like a 650 square foot apartment. I went to the neighbors.
Okay. All right. Good morning, neighbors. All right, here we go. We'll start with you. Brandon, since you and Gandhi are still new and fresh at this.
Awesome.
You want to answer how you think Gandhi has answered this question. Where is the most unusual place you two have made whoopee?
Oh, man.
And you cannot say in the butt, Bob.
She loves it.
She loves it when you call her Bob. Okay.
Absolutely. Man, we're pretty vanilla. Oh my goodness.
Cover up your chat rooms, by the way, Gandhi.
I'm saying
the weirdest, the most unusual place you and Gandhi have made whoopee, according to Gandhi, anyway.
Probably in her front hallway.
Oh.
Damn, girl.
Who doesn't love it in the front
Thanks
hallway?
a lot.
All right. Is
Sometimes
that true?
you can't get to the bedroom.
So Gandhi's answer was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, those are connected.
Okay. Hey, Lisa, where do you think Froggy's going to say is the most unusual place you two have made whoopee?
I can only think of only 2 unusual places. Really? Gosh, that's it?
What's the most unusual?
I know it was at one of the resorts we were at on a trip. I'm trying to think if it maybe the Bahamas?
Okay, but where on
in
the resort?
Bush, oh, in the bushes. In the bushes.
Precious Bob.
Push in the bush. Okay.
In the bush, Bob.
All right. The next question is different for both couples. For each couple, you get a different question. For Brandon, out of all the tattoos you have, Brandon, which do you believe is Gandhi's least favorite of your tattoos?
She definitely gives me the most grief for the Asian art that I have on my arm.
Right.
That I did not know exactly what it was.
That is correct. You tell him why, Gandhi. Yeah, she feels like you didn't put any thought into it.
Yeah, it was frivolous. You were drunk, so you should fix it.
Yeah, but it was a fantastic night.
Okay. And then that's all that matters. We'll leave it at that. Hey, and this is a different question for you, for Lisa. I asked Froggy, hey, what is the one thing that Lisa thinks she's really good at doing that you think she's awful at doing? What do you think Froggy's answer was for you? What do? You think you're great at doing it, but Froggy says you're not.
Oh, boy.
Get those faces. Oh my God, I don't even know. Oh, it better not be what I think it is.
Well, yeah, I think that's what it is, probably.
No.
Times have changed in 20 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh,
Danielle.
I would say What, parenting our child?
Oh, no.
I don't know. What was it?
Dancing.
Oh, whatever. You're so stupid.
He says that you really get into it and you can't
You
dance.
don't.
You're an idiot. That's so not
Okay.
true.
They're not
All right,
very
what's the
good
score
dancer.
so far, bro? What's the score? Do we know Lisa and Froggy have one, Brandon and Gandhi have one? Okay.
One more.
All right, we're tied.
Hey.
All right, Brandon, what is the most annoying thing Gandhi does? We asked her what she thought you would say. What is the most annoying thing she does?
Whether we are on the phone or she is with me in my car, it is put on the seatbelt, turn down the radio, and put down your phone 100% of the time.
So she's very, very, yeah, there you go. There you go.
She follows the rules for sure.
And you find that irritating.
There's nothing more irritating than a seatbelt ding through an entire phone conversation, or someone who is a pretty good driver swerving all over the place because he's literally doing math equations with his calculator. Not okay.
Okay.
Not okay.
All right, so you find it irritating that she chastises you. What about you guys, Froggy and Lisa? Lisa, what do you think Froggy thinks is the most annoying thing that you do? Or is it the other way around? What?
No. What's the most annoying thing that I do?
Yes, Froggy does annoying things.
Oh,
Which
that
one is the
you
most
do?
annoying to you, Lisa?
Yeah.
Well, let's get the list. I would say farting
Farting is correct.
for sure. Oh my God.
She gets so upset.
I
like,
do.
I mean, mad.
Well, you do it a lot, don't you? Does he do it a lot? I mean, does it
Yes,
smell a lot?
You know his burping. You've heard his burping before. It's like a whole conversation of a burp.
Yeah, no, he does like to belt it out. And
God.
She
finally,
gets mad. I'll walk and lift my leg and like force it out. She gets upset.
we got one question to go. We're tied, Froggy, Lisa with 2, again, Gandhi and Brandon with 2, correct? Yes. Of all the people, Lisa, that you have slept with, would you say that Froggy is one of the 2 best, one of the 5 best, or one of the 10 best?
2.
Why do you say it like that?
Yeah, why do you say it like that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
correct.
also said that he's the biggest. He also said that.
Oh, you said that? Oh,
Okay.
that's so cute.
You don't want to hear the word cute when talking about your.
Right. That's not nice.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
Brandon, of
Sir.
everyone you've slept with, would you say that Gandhi's in the top 2, the top 5, or the top 10 best you've ever been with?
Top 2.
Okay, good.
Yay.
What a stupid question. I mean, if you answer anything else, you're screwed.
Right. Oh, she's
All
in
right.
the
Yeah,
top
if you answer
70.
anything else, you're breaking up. It's all done.
All right. All right, so music, please, here, Scary. Music, here we go. So, Gandhi, you and Froggy have to leave the room.
Oh,
Should we
okay.
take a break and come back and do this in a moment?
Take a
What do you
break.
want to do, Straight Nate?
We
We're
should
gonna take a break?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break because right now you're tied. We got to get back to this game. We're learning a lot about you. All right, Guy Chest hair. Let's bring back the Newlywed game. We've got another round to go.
Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. Welcome back to the Newlywed Game 20. Round
Was that
2.
Okay,
In
take
round-
it.
I have an entire script there, Duran. Hang on a second.
Well,
Wait your
we're
turn.
waiting.
In round 1, couples were asked relationship questions while their other halves were out of the room and were then brought back in, hoping to match as many answers as possible. Now they're getting ready to swap, but not in the swinger sense. So let's bring back our host, the MC of all hammers, the chief with the beef, the king of the pinheads, the kid with the vid, and a boner with the Rona. And he was wise to sanitize before he came back on stage, Mr. Elvis Duran.
What the hell was that?
He just said you're the kid with the vid and the boner with the Rona.
The boner with the Rona.
He's the boner with
You
the
were
Rona.
wise to sanitize?
I'm just going to go with it.
It's pop
I'm
culture.
going to go with it. Thank you. Thank you, Guy Chest hair. Welcome back to round 2 of the Newlywed game. One of our couples is married, but they're not newlyweds. Another one of our couples is not married, and they just met each other. So it sounds like the perfect scenario. Well, now we'll ask Froggy and Gandhi to leave the room, and we'll be alone with Froggy's wife, Lisa, and Gandhi's boyfriend, Brandon. Oh, we've never been alone with Brandon before. Are you a little nervous, Brandon, to be alone with us?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. You should be. All right. Do you feel like Gandhi is secure? Where did she go? You have a 600 square foot apartment. Where did she go?
Going to hang out with the neighbor too.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Make sure the Slack is closed because you don't see her Slack on her screen, do you? Do you, Lisa? Do you need to? Can you see our chat room?
I think
Okay. Well, those
so.
need to be closed. You got to close those. Just close the thing. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
They're not getting what I'm saying. Hello. Anyone?
Yeah, the chat
Yep,
room.
we're here.
Just X out of the chat.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. Can
Okay.
you hear me?
Are you out of the chat room? Okay. Let's just move on. This is for Lisa and for Brandon. We'll start with you, Brandon, since you're our new guest. What does Gandhi buy a lot of that you think is dumb?
Food.
Food?
Everything. At a
Give me an example.
restaurant, she orders appetizers, entrees, desserts, anything, and then we take boxes home.
All right. So you think it's dumb? The amount of food she orders is just a little out of control.
Ungodly. Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Lisa, what does Froggy buy a lot of that you think is dumb?
Electronics. Anything that
Electronics.
has to do with electronics.
Okay. Very good. Okay. This question for Lisa only. What does Froggy like to do that you pray your son won't do when he's older?
Oh, God, there's a list of that. Yeah, well, I think it's probably too late, but he likes to check out like chicks all over the place, like girls, and
Like
I don't know how to
online
nicely
or-
put that. Yeah, online. Yeah, and
All
I
right.
think
So
I'm too late.
So your
for
son's
that.
looking at porn like your husband.
Pretty much, yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. And this question for Brandon only. Brandon, what is your least favorite tattoo of Gandhi's? Which of Gandhi's tattoo is your least favorite?
She's got some names that could be removed.
Okay, name.
But
Okay.
I don't have any that are not that I would tell her to take off. She could keep them all on. It's not a big deal.
Well, no, it's not about having her remove them. Just if you had to answer, there's one maybe that's more irritating than the others. It's the ones with names on them. Okay, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll write my name on there. We're good.
Okay, I bet you will. Hey, Lisa,
Yes.
when's the last time Froggy was wrong, but he still won't admit it?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, pretty
I think
much.
you can dance.
I'm trying to. Yeah, he said I can't dance. God, I have to. I mean, because it's so rare. I'm stumped.
Hurry, please.
I'm
always
trying.
wanted to say Well, think
When
about
he was
it. I'll
wrong,
go
it
to
wouldn't
Brandon.
admit it. Yeah, go to Brandon. I have to think about that.
Yeah, Brandon. When's the last time Gandhi was wrong and she still won't admit it?
Oh my goodness.
This is a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with every time that we argue.
Okay, last time they argued. Okay, that works. Okay, back to you, Lisa. Last
I
time you
double that
Froggy was
one?
definitely wrong, and you want to do the same one?
Yes.
The last time you argued, done. All right, lock in that answer. And finally, Brandon, of all of Gandhi's friends and relatives, who would you most want to sleep with if you had to pick one?
Oh my goodness. Well,
Oh my
when we were
gosh.
little, her friends were my friends, so that's an odd question. Oh
It is.
Oh.
my goodness.
I'm uncomfortable with it.
Awkward.
Yeah, I'm really uncomfortable.
Oh.
We will
We're
go
relatives.
with the whole family.
Oh, the whole family. All right.
The whole entire family.
You would pick the entire family, the Gandhi family, all the way up to great-great-granddad. Hey, Lisa, of all of Froggy's friends and relatives, who would you most want to sleep with if you had to pick somebody? Keep in mind, this is how you think Froggy will answer. This is how you think Gandhi will answer. So with that in mind.
Can we turn off Danielle's screen? She's making me laugh.
No.
I would say
Gotta keep it on.
we have a mutual personal trainer friend of ours. Do I have to
Okay.
say his name? His name is
Yes.
Brian.
Brian. Oh, I know Brian. Hot Brian from the old
Yes,
neighborhood,
you
right?
know him. Yes.
Oh, okay, all right. We all want to sleep with Brian.
Hot Brian. He's
Are you
still
going to
there.
stick with your answer, the entire Gandhi family, Brandon? If you want to.
Yeah, we'll stick with that. I'm not going to incriminate myself.
Okay, we'll keep it like. All right, just bring it back in. Music, Guy Chest here. Oh, wow. All right. So while Froggy and Gandhi were out of the room, we asked questions to Lisa and Brandon. We're now going to see if they can match
Come back.
each other. Of course, Gandhi is now sleeping with the neighbor, so she's going to be a few moments.
I think Brandon might be soon too. I don't know.
I know everyone's sleeping with the neighbor. Welcome back, Froggy. There's Gandhi. We're ready for your answers. Are you a little curious to know where this is going to go? Because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of fun this round.
Yes, very.
All right, we'll start with you, Gandhi. You keep in mind the answer you give me is how you feel Brandon will answer. Okay.
Okay.
What do you buy a lot of that Brandon thinks just is over the top and dumb?
Everything. I buy, like, whenever I buy stuff, I just get it in bulk, like a lot of the things. Maybe our paint supplies, like art supplies right now.
She says art supplies, Brandon. What was your answer, Brandon?
All the food. All the food.
Food? Okay, first of all, he starves me. He doesn't eat for like 18 hours at a time. So then whenever I get food, he's like, oh, are you eating again? And then when we go to the grocery store, don't get me started on the grocery store. He has like a 5-minute limit at the grocery store, and then we have to leave. I threw a seasoning packet yesterday.
Wow. He says when you guys go to restaurants, in your restaurant days, that you usually order a lot of appetizers and entrees. You end up going home. You end up going home with boxes and boxes of food.
Leftovers are my favorite food group. I do it on purpose.
Okay.
But do we eat them?
Froggy. Froggy, what do you think Lisa believes is something you buy a lot of and she thinks it's dumb?
We just had this argument a couple days ago. Anything with like Apple products, electronics, any of that kind of stuff.
Electronics, absolutely.
See,
Why do you think that's dumb,
do that.
Lisa?
I don't think it's dumb. I mean, it just
it's coming from the woman who buys trinkets.
my trinkets. I don't know. It just every
Trinkets.
time you turn around, there's some kind of crazy electronic, strange thing that he needs and has to have, and I don't know. I don't.
It's coming from the woman who is so upset she can't go to Home Goods to buy more crap to sit around the house. Next.
All right. We're only on the first question too. This could take all
Froggy,
day.
be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Right.
All right, this question was for Lisa only. So Froggy, what do you like to do that Lisa prays your son won't do when he gets older?
Probably become friends with every hot chick he can find.
Does that count?
Well, no, she was. Oh, sure, why not? I thought it was,
That was the
more of
answer?
a porn thing. I thought it was porn. Wasn't it porn?
Well, it's
What is it?
I follow girls and become friends with them on Instagram, and it bothers them.
Oh my God!
Oh,
Finding out a lot
Froggy.
today. Froggy.
I'm
Okay.
not, like, hang out with them and just
So that's a match. Is that a match, Danielle?
Yeah,
That's not a match.
because she said online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Online.
All right. So this question was for Brandon only. Brandon, what is your least favorite tattoo that Gandhi has? So Gandhi, your least favorite tattoo, according to Brandon.
I feel like there can really only be one. I don't have a ton like he does, but I do have an ex's nickname tattooed on me.
There you go. He said name.
Yeah.
But I will say that your wonderful boyfriend didn't say anything about asking you to remove the tattoo. He just said,
No.
out of all your tattoos, that's his least favorite.
Yeah,
And
he's been real cool.
He did say he would put his name on it. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, he's working on that.
I bet.
We'll see.
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
We asked Lisa Froggy this question. When's the last time Froggy was wrong and he still won't admit it?
Oh God!
How do you think Lisa answered that?
She's gonna say I probably think I was never wrong.
You got to be more specific.
Every time we have an argument, I never admit.
That's correct. Hey, Gandhi.
Admit I'm wrong.
We asked the same question of Brandon. When's the last time you were wrong and you still won't admit it?
So I would like to say I am never wrong to start with, but I kind of want to say the same thing Froggy did. I think he thinks I never admit when I'm wrong, ever, but he's wrong
So you're
about
saying
that.
every time you have an argument, you're wrong and never admit it? That's correct. That's what he said.
Yeah, I am not wrong. You are wrong.
Yes.
He is always wrong.
By the way, when we asked the question, we asked that of Brandon first, and he gave that answer, and then Lisa just said, "I'll just take his answer too." So,
What kind of idiot argues and thinks you're wrong? Like nobody argues and says, "Yeah, I'm going to argue a wrong point." Like I'm arguing because I'm right.
well, no, but sometimes the argument leads to you changing your mind on how you felt about something. So far, Froggy and Lisa have 2 points. Gandhi and Brandon have 1 point. Here's your last question, Gandhi. Of all of your friends and relatives, who would Brandon most want to sleep with if you had to pick one of them out of your family and friends?
Did he answer?
Sort of, yes.
This is awesome. So we have a lot. We met each other in middle school. We have a lot of friends that we both know. So this is so. I'm going to say, I'm sorry. I hope this is your answer. I think Danielle.
Our Danielle?
He loves Danielle.
Oh.
He loves Danielle.
Well, that wasn't the answer he gave us. Brandon, do you want to give Gandhi the answer? Who in her life, friends and relatives, would you most want to sleep with?
Everybody in your entire family.
Oh, my dad?
The whole Gandhi family.
You want to sleep with my
The
dad?
entire Gandhi family, all the way up to your great-great-grandfather.
Oh, that's weird. I would have preferred Danielle.
Thank you.
All right, now we go to we go to Froggy and Lisa. Out of all your friends and relatives, Froggy, which one do you say that Lisa would most likely want to sleep with?
There's only one.
Danielle.
Enrique Iglesias.
I didn't say that.
Wrong. Who?
God.
Who? Tell him
So
who.
there's only one.
I have a personal trainer friend.
Brian?
Yes.
That's who
Brian.
you said?
Well, who else am I going to say? Oh, God.
Yeah, I
Guess
would
who
have
don't
said
have a
Enrique
personal
Iglesias, too.
trainer anymore?
We all want to sleep with Brian.
Oh, my God.
Well, there you go. Thank you for playing the Newlywed game.
Darn.
So it looks like Froggy and no, this doesn't make sense. Who won?
I think Froggy and Lisa got one more than
Froggy
we
and
did.
Lisa had 6 points total. Gandhi and Brandon had 5. It was so close, but we do have a winner, Froggy and Lisa, who are actually married. So it makes sense. Yay!
She wants
And
to
I
sleep
found
with
out my
Enrique.
boyfriend wants to sleep with my dad. That's so weird.
I love it.
I hate that answer.